Welcome to WTCC News. My name is Emily. Today is Friday, February 17, 2012. Our top story over the Dome Theater will be coming up in a few minutes, but first let's go to Grace with the weather.
Thanks, Emily. It looks like we're going to have a mild and partly cloudy day today. Hopefully everyone will make it outside today, maybe for recess, and if you do, you might need a light jacket. We will have a 0% chance of precipitation and no rain until Wednesday. Winds coming from the west at 5 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 63%. We will have a high of 54 and an overnight low of 34. That's today's weather. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Grace. Now to Jemiah with today's lunch choices.
Thanks, Emily. Now for today's lunch choices. First choice is stuffed crust pizza. Second choice is deli turkey and cheese. Third choice is PB&J. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Jemiah. Now to Bailey with this day in history.
Thanks, Emily. Now for this day in history, February 17th. 1801, the electoral tie between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr was broken by the House of Representatives who elected Jefferson president. 1817, Baltimore became the first U.S. city lit by gas. 1972, President Richard Nixon left on his trip to China. 2008, Kosovo declared independence from Serbia. That'll happen this day in history. Back to you,
Thanks,
Emily.
Bailey. Now to Thurston with the TC Cherry Teacher Spotlight.
Thanks, Emily. Now for today's TC Cherry's Teacher Spotlight with Miss Summers. Miss Summers, may I ask you a few questions?
Sure, Thurston.
What is your job at TC Cherry?
I am the speech therapist here at TC Cherry.
What is the main purpose of your job?
The main purpose of my job is to help kids who have a little bit of trouble saying their sounds the right way or making their sentences or being able to understand what's said to them. And I just help them to communicate with people a little bit better.
What is your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is getting to work with all the wonderful kids and teachers here at TC Cherry.
Do you have any hobbies that you like to do outside of school?
I do. I like to read and knit and sew and bake.
There's another teacher in TC Cherry who has the same last name as you. Are you related to him?
That's a great question, and I would like to take this time to kind of set the story straight. I don't know this guy. I've never met him until I started working here, and for some reason, he's telling everyone that we're married. But it's not true, TC Cherry. It's not true. So no.
Well, the WTCC News investigators found this picture hiding in Mr. Summers' room. Can you explain this picture right here?
Okay, you got me. We're married.
Thank you, Miss Summers, for all the time you have had with us today. And don't forget, TC Cherry, Miss Summers is your teacher too.
Thanks, Thurston. Now the joke of the day. Will you remember me in a day?
Yes.
Will you remember me in a week?
Yes.
Will you remember me in a month?
Yes.
Will you remember me in a year?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You said you were going to remember me. Thanks, Jeremiah. Last week we had a student from TC Cherry perform in the All-State Choir. Let's turn to Thurston for more.
Madison, who was recently in the All-State Choir. Madison, can I ask you a few questions? Yes, you may. What is the All-State Choir?
It is a chorus for kids in 5th and 6th grade that auditioned that wanted to sing.
What are the requirements to be in this club?
First, you have to be in 5th or 6th grade. You have to have good grades. And you have to be a good role model and a good example.
Where and when did this take place?
It took place in Louisville, Kentucky, about 2 hours from here at 7:30. What's the concert?
Was there any specific uniforms you had to wear?
Yes, there was. There was white blouse or a white top, black pants, and black shoes.
What activities do you do in the All-State Choir?
Well, we practiced for a day and a half, and then we went to dress rehearsal and the concert after we dress rehearsal.
thank you, Maddie, for all your time with me to talk about the All-State Choir and TC Charity. Just be happy for Maddie because she actually made it into this All-State Choir. So congratulate her if you see her today or any other day. So hope you have a great day, TC Charity.
Thanks, Thurston, and congratulations to Maddie. Now back to Thurston with today's top story.
Thanks, Emily. Kindergartners and new students of TC Cherry. Last year we had this wonderful thing called the Dome Theater. Mr. Summers, we had a great experience with this last year. Is it true that the Dome is coming back?
Thurston, it's true. The Dome is coming back to TC Cherry Elementary next Friday, all day long, live at the TC Cherry Elementary gym.
What is the Dome Theater exactly?
The Dome, Thurston, let me just read you the quote from their website and then I'll explain a little bit more. What the Dome is a mobile digital theater featuring highly innovative, immersive, and educational programs. It brings the excitement of museum-quality shows presenting a wide range of educational topics in the state-of-the-art theater to you. It's like you're actually in the show. It's all around you. I know last year you sat and watched the show called Earth's Wild Ride, and you were like riding through the time of the dinosaurs, and you went through a volcano. We had groups last year that got sucked into a black hole, and that's what you get to do this year. And I know you're excited about that. Fourth grade's going to get to go on a weather adventure, probably through a tornado or hurricane. It's just like you're actually there. You look up, you look all around you, and you are in this show. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time.
Who all can come to this Dome Theater?
Thurston, everybody can come to the Dome Theater this year. Now, unfortunately, with it being Friday, our preschool friends won't get to see the Dome, but everybody kindergarten through 5th grade will get to go and see the Dome. It's going to be open in the gym from 8:30 till 2:30, and there will be a couple available times, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to come during those times because I know they had other things scheduled. I'd also like to tell you, Thurston, that for all of our friends that may be afraid to go in the Dome, no reason to be afraid to go into the Dome. It's very comfortable in there. It's nothing to be afraid of. But if you are, no fears. There will be a television, an HD TV, set up outside of the Dome, and you can watch the show from out there. So don't be afraid to go in the Dome. But if you are, it's okay. No worries about that.
Don't forget, TC Cherry, the Dome Theater will be taking place next Friday, all through Friday on the 24th. Thank you, Mr. Summers, for all this time to talk about the Dome Theater. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Thurston. We're collecting baby food jars for the science lab. The goal is to collect 150 jars. We estimate that right now we have between 80 and 100 jars. Please bring any clean glass baby food jars you might have. Remember, Monday there will be no school for President's Day. Remember, the habit of the month is think, win, win. Everyone can win. From all of us here at WTCC News, have a great day.